Yeah.
Okay, what about if you were gonna have the same macro target of 15 to 20%, but you wanted to, let's say you wanted to keep it raw, um, what would you eat to get that protein in?
Yeah. So the thing with this is that why high raw if I'll answer to you right now. Yes, you can get them, but the problem is that if you want to eat the same amount of calories, it's impossible to get the 20% of your macros from protein if you want to stick to a 2000 to 2500 calories per day. So just
Okay.
to give you an example, one banana has 100 grams of carbs, 1 gram of protein, and 100 calories, just to round it up. A big banana, right? 100
Uh-huh.
calories and then 1 gram of protein. In order to get so what I'm getting out of 25 bananas, I'm getting 2,500 calories, but just 25 grams of protein. You see?
Right. Yes.
So in order
And
to
you're
eat,
you're trying to hit more like 50.
yeah, 80, greater than 80.
Okay, 80.
Fine for
So now
me.
you're
Yeah,
only at 25 grams and you're at your calories for the day.
exactly.
Okay.
So you need to really learn a little bit of nutrition, which everybody can get self-taught with these apps, Googling things, what every food that you eat. And it's just at the beginning, just to because you need to have some sort of control, right, of what you're eating and see how you're doing. So if you want to keep it as raw as possible and not gain weight, because excess calories is excess weight, I will do more. I'll cut the fruit, which is like a blasphemy for some people, but I will cut the fruit and I'll probably eat more salads and more sprouts.
Okay. So what
Yeah.
about nuts and seeds? Is that tricky because they're much higher in fat than they are in
Yeah.
protein?
Yeah. And one of the principles of eating the raw vegan diet the right way is that you keep it low fat, right? And
Hmm.
there is a reason for that. I also keep it low fat. I don't believe that beyond 10% of fat is bad, but I see the difference when I eat excess fat, like beyond 20%. And I know the numbers because I track myself. So I try to keep it 15%, 20%. And if you try to eat pumpkin seeds or flax seeds just to get more protein, you're gonna eat more than 20% of fat.
Okay. That's so this is why this is so tricky because
Yes,
basically the beans and the legumes are they're unique because they're very high in protein, but they're low in fat.
yes.
Um,
That's why Dr. Greger and all the plant-based doctors, they say the longest living individuals eat beans worldwide, because, it's low fat and high in fiber, high carbs, and high protein. So
okay.
it's a good food. And if you want to really be strict about the botanical definition of a bean, at the end of the day, a bean is a fruit.
Right.
Botanically speaking, it's categorized as fruit, but you cannot eat it, straight from the plant. Um, so it has to be
Okay.
heat processed.
Um, what is your view on enzymes? Do you take them? Do you see an issue with them?
Yeah, so at the beginning, it was not easy transitioning to a high raw vegan diet because after 5 years of raw exclusive, my microbiome was not used to digesting tofu, beans, and all of that, and even the protein powder. So it was a transitional phase, probably lasted like the first 2 weeks were horrible. I'm not gonna lie. But I knew that my microbiome was not the colonies of bacteria that I needed to process that food needed to develop with time. So the more you do it and then find ways to tweak it, I probably felt comfortable after 2 months, not digestive problems and all of that. So digestive enzymes could help at the beginning for sure. But I found that even with the digestive enzymes, if you don't drink enough water, if you don't accompany your protein meals with fiber, high water fruit food, and if you don't space out your meals, that's also something that you have to learn. As a raw vegan, I used to eat every 2 hours, every 3 hours. Now, with a high raw vegan, higher protein approach, I eat probably more space. So there is no um, like the timing, for my bowel movements and the digestion to take process, it doesn't interferes with what's going on from, 2 hours ago from what I'm eating right now. So I space
Okay.
out my meals a little bit more. So that's the trick. I believe that's a trick.
Okay. Okay. We're talking with Dr. Areli, um, drareli.com, on Instagram at Dr. Areli. Is that Dr. Areli? Uh,
Yeah, I think in Instagram I put a dot after doctor, dr dot
okay.
Areli.
Dr. dot Areli,
Yeah,
Areli.
yeah.